This is not the man I met. He is egotistical, he disrespects me.
This entire marriage has been forced upon me.
When you don't have trust, when you don't have that foundation, the relationship is over before it starts.
I'm at my breaking point. He has a problem with spending.
You have champagne taste on a soda water budget.
Yes,
What's
honey,
going on?
come on, champagne taste. It's about the taste, not about the budget.
I can't trust him anymore. The man that I married would never have done that.
I'm not going to advise her to try to make this work because I think it's dangerous. I think it's gone beyond that. Here is today's case.
She fears she's losing the love of her life to his comedy skits. He claims she can't handle his newfound fame. Will this couple sort out their issues, or is it time to let each other go? That's today's case on Divorce Court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, our virtual audience is filled with your superfans. Today's superfan of the day is Stephanie from Owensville, Indiana.
Stephanie, we are so happy to have you with us at Divorce Court. Thank you for being here.
Your Honor, this is the case of Wyatt versus Reid.
Thank you, Juan. Ms. Jade Wyatt,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have brought Mr. Devonta Reid
Yes, Your Honor.
to Divorce Court today. The two of you have been in a relationship for the last few years.
Yes.
You're here, although you're not married. You say you've discussed marriage. And at this point, you're trying to decide whether to take it to the next level or go your separate ways?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I understand you have a witness with you, Miss Haley Hamath.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you for being here, ma'am. I'll hear from you shortly. But first, I want to start with you, Miss Wyatt. What has led you to bring a case to Divorce Court so soon in your relationship?
I'm here today because my boyfriend, ever since he started getting his little famous or whatever, he forgets who I am. It's like I don't exist anymore. He doesn't contribute to anything at all, and it's like he just takes his fame and run with it.
When you say little fame, what are you referring to?
His little fame.
So he's not really famous. He's not big famous. He's little famous, according to you.
No, he's getting there.
What do you have to say, Mr. Reid?
I'm here to clear things up, cause she like to, everything's on me because I'm getting fame, or she feel like I'm gonna leave her behind. It's not the case at all.
So you say that because you're getting famous, how, in what way?
My skits, YouTube, comedy,
Okay.
things like that, make music, it's,
So on social media?
yes,
And this has caused an issue in your relationship. You say she's being insecure?
most definitely.
Why don't you give me some examples of what you say is happening? When did this all start?
It all started, I would say, once he started getting females' attention. Now, at first he was doing music and stuff, that was okay. Now he starts doing skits. Okay, at first I was the main girl, I was always the main girl. But of course, nobody wants to see the same person all the time, so now he starts interacting with females to have females be a part of his video. That's a big problem because he's flirting in the midst of it. It seems like all his videos are up close. They're never away from him, far away from him. They're always up against him.
You mean the women are up close to him?
The women
in
are always
videos?
up against him. They seem a little bit too comfortable.
So you want him to be socially distanced in these videos?
In some of the videos. Or if not, don't link up with them after. If it's business, it's business. Why are you talking to them after the skit is done?
Or are you saying he's actually stepped out of your relationship?
Plenty of times.
Really? From a
Plenty of
skit?
times, yes.
Give me an example of what you say happened.
It was one time, he had a cabin trip. It was a party. One thing about him, anything he does, he's gonna make a skit. My friend Halo was already there at the cabin party. He's never even told me about a party, so she tells me to come. I go to the cabin party. I see him doing skits with females. Okay, they was a little bit too close. The way they was up on him and he was touching on them and all that, you could tell that this is not the first time they interacted with each other. Okay, so after, I was, like I said, I'm always the main female. Why didn't you ask me to be in a skit? So at that point, I'm like, okay, this is brand new, this is weird. Maybe because I wasn't supposed to be there, but still now I'm here, put me in a skit.
So what happened?
What happened was I befriended the females. That was all over him. I manipulated the whole situation. I made it seem like I wanted to be their friend. I asked them, could I use their phone to follow myself on their Instagram? I actually did follow myself on their Instagram, but in the midst of it, I was going through their close friends. It's like Why
So
are you
you
posting
mean-
stuff that other people cannot see?
Who's posting?
The females that was interacting with him.
They were posting on their close friends
On
list.
their close friends.
Not where everyone can see, but only the close friends. This
Only
made you
close
suspicious?
friends. It made me suspicious. I went through the stories. He was all in the bed with them. They had confetti thrown everywhere. He was touching on them. They was touching on him.
Well, was this a skit or not?
It wasn't the skit no more.
Yep.
This was real life.
This is real life. Because
So,
I'm like, you guys are too close to
The
him.
skit had wrapped.
The skit,
but the party was
done.
still
It was
going
done,
on.
yes.
Sir?
My speech speak. She know I got mojo. She know that, folk love me, like, naturally, like, love me, like, oh, woo, woo.
They just start throwing confetti in beds.
It wasn't like, confetti in bed, just like, we just send a move. I'm a star, so I can't be like, nah, don't come over here. I'm like, cool, like, everybody know I'm the fun guy.
You doing this for the fans?
Yeah, I'm just for the fans, strictly for the fans, okay? I throw parties at the cabins, and everybody come, and everybody be on my type of time.
Was she invited?
Nah, she wasn't
He
invited.
never invites me.
She do too much.
I invite myself.
You do way too much.
I don't.
You heard her say she manipulated the situation. She be doing little stuff like that. They be like, it don't be that deep.
Because you're trying to just create a scene.
Just a
That's
scene
the
and make it
reason.
look good. Because if I become a billionaire tomorrow, she gonna expect something from it.
So you're having these parties, and you admit you're not inviting Miss Wyatt to the parties because
She gonna do the most.
you say she's gonna be extra.
Extra, over extra.
This is what I don't understand. You said that he's become famous.
Yes.
But you're having problem paying bills? I don't get it.
And didn't he just say, when he becomes a billionaire, I was gonna want something out of it? Of course, when you become a billionaire, I'm gonna want something out of it. I've been doing everything as far as now. I'm the reason why he's at where he's at today. But obviously, he doesn't think like that.
Why do you say you're the reason for his success?
I put in so much money and time into his success. I paid for a lot of his equipment that he needed to even record his stuff, to even post on the internet for his success.
Why wasn't he paying for this stuff himself?
He didn't have the money at the time.
But you did?
I did.
Who is your witness, Miss Hamath?
Yes.
Please step up, ma'am.
I was definitely at the party, the cabin party. There was a shower situation. He was in the shower with a female. He was acting up, he was acting up. You wouldn't have known, if you didn't know he had a girlfriend, you definitely wouldn't have known.
What is going on with the rent? This is what I'm confused about, if he's making money.
That's what I'm confused about, too. That's why I'm here also. Rent is due on the 1st. I would say, like, we travel a lot. He always travels. But it's, like, really weird. 3 days or 4 days before rent is due, he'll have a trip booked, his bag's already packed, and now he's about to go somewhere. Sometimes it'll be business or he's just going on a trip with friends. Okay, while he's on the trip, of course you're spending money, you know all that. Rent is still coming. You knew before you went on this trip, rent was coming, so you should have put your rent money to the side. I would contact him. He would say, I'm out of town, I'm out the country, I spent my spending limit.
The two of you share the cost of rent?
Yes.
How many times over the last 6 months do you say he hasn't paid rent?
I would say he's only paid rent one time.
No way you just said
Yes.
that.
Oh.
No
Mr.
way
Reid,
you
he
just
thinks
said
buying
that.
me stuff. He thinks buying me stuff is helping. It's helping. That doesn't help.
Mr. Reid, do you think that you should be paying half of the rent?
Of course, like, it only really, the incident it only happened like 2 times that I was gone, so like, I'm not finna be out here, out the country, and not having no paper on me. She know what's going on, like, I can't explain it. She know what's going on, we having an understanding, like.
We've had an understanding, but it's like now, as he said, he's making money now. Now that understanding is over with.
She don't have to worry about nothing now.
We don't have an understanding
I had to take certain
anymore.
sacrifices to
Outside
get
of rent, she doesn't have anything to worry about, is what you're saying.
Right now, she don't have to worry about rent either.
So you're paying the rent right now, too?
We good.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understand what you say the understanding is.
Yes.
I want to understand.
At the time, yeah, I had made certain sacrifices, but now we be good.
Now, because how many views do you get on these videos?
Like 3 million.
3 million?
Million,
So you're making a lot of money from these videos.
In a way, yeah, I am. I do a lot of stuff. I just.
So
don't do
rent
skits.
is not even an issue for you?
Now not.
Who is your witness, Miss Hamath?
Yes.
Please step up, ma'am. Thank you for being here. What are you a witness to?
Oh, a whole lot. I've seen a lot with this relationship, and it's honestly been a joke from the beginning. I don't even understand how it continued to go on. I was definitely at the party, the cabin party, before she got there. She didn't know that I was there already, but I know a lot of people that he is friends with, so I was invited. It's a lot of stuff that happened at that party that happened before she got there. That a lot of stuff I don't tell her just because of the fact telling her stuff that she didn't see for herself, she doesn't believe it even though she knows it's him.
What did you see?
Well, there was a shower situation. He was in the shower with a female. He was acting up, you know, he was acting up. You wouldn't have known, if you didn't know he had a girlfriend, you definitely wouldn't have known based off this party.
And I'm gonna assume the cameras were not rolling while he was in the shower.
Oh, God, no.
But you witnessed this for yourself. It was more than one person, or just
It was just one.
him
Just one
and
girl.
another person?
You want to speak one time? You can't.
Was it the confetti girl?
It's no way you could trust somebody who's speaking like that, and she wanting to have an affair with me too. So it's like,
Why do you say that? You just assume?
I don't. You just know when somebody's trying to push up on you.
You think Miss Hamath is trying to push up on you, so
I know
she's
it for a
here to
fact.
ruin your relationship?
I know it for a fact.
Has she done it?
The same day she pushing up on me. She drunk too. Casamigos, pushing up on me.
Who is your witness, sir?
Jade.
My own mother.
My thing is like, this one, she's still interested.
And you're saying your daughter had no idea?
Your Honor.
Obviously not, but I see through
How do you
stuff.
know?
Because she was at the party with him.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. Why were you at the party and Miss Wyatt wasn't?
I'm in the same scene. We do a lot of music videos. I do YouTube, things of that sort. So we're always in the same scene. I was invited by someone else.
Okay, now I understand.
But can I say something? Your Honor, I would never mess with a man who wears orange every day. That is a joke. Okay, what we're not gonna do is that. So I don't even know where you got that from, why you would think that. But anyways, Your Honor.
Not because he's your best friend's boyfriend, but because he wears orange every day.
I mean,
that's where you draw the line.
Of course, because of that. But let's just keep it 1,000.
Okay.
Like,
Do you wear orange every day?
Yeah, come on.
Look at him now.
Like,
just
come
curious.
on.
Come on.
He has
Thank
to
you,
wear
Ms. Hammond.
orange.
I appreciate
And
that.
that's so
Thank you.
embarrassing.
I go take my
It's
seat.
so.
Yes, thank you. And
It's like really embarrassing.
well,
I wish I had a picture of y'all closet.
let me see the evidence you submitted of your social media that's getting the millions of views. I'm sorry, what is that?
Now, one day, I would, walk in and some dogs done.
That was one puppy.
Now, it was two. You got to really look. If we could play it back, you got to really look. It's one in the back.
So you take real life scenarios and you post them? Is that
It's
what's
just
going
my
on?
life. I just record and the dog chased me.
And that got 3 million views.
Yeah.
I guess I need to figure out what's going on with the kids online.
It's that flavor.
Who is your witness, sir?
My dudes. Jade.
My own mother.
Ms. Wyatt's mother
Yes.
is here today. I'd love to
I
hear
have to
from her.
say.
Juan, would you bring in the witness?
Absolutely.
Ms. Johnson, thank you for being here, ma'am.
Hi, Just Faith.
Before I hear from you, I just want to ask Mr. Reid, why did you bring Ms. Wyatt's mother as a witness?
Because I know she's genuine. She's not biased at all. She knows she'll check me if I'm wrong. She'll check up if she's wrong. It's genuine love, so of course.
Ms. Johnson,
Yes, ma'am.
you've had an opportunity to observe some of the issues that
Absolutely.
they've discussed here in court today.
Absolutely.
What is your opinion about their relationship?
My opinion is I love them both, number one. Number two, when he does wrong, she wants to get revenge. When she does wrong, he wants to get revenge. But my thing is like, this one, she's still interested.
And you're saying your daughter had no idea?
Your Honor.
Obviously not, but I see through
How
stuff.
do you know?
Because she was at the party with him.
She said she was invited by someone else.
Okay.
You don't believe it?
He was at the party. She showed up, and of course he was with, like, touching other women, this, that, and the other. But she was also there before my daughter got there. So my daughter, like, where you at? She said, oh, I'm already inside. So what does that tell you?
And why do you say, of course, he was touching other women? Step back up, Ms. Hammond. Why do you say, of course, he was touching other women?
Because that's what my daughter told me.
What do you have to say in response to what she just said?
First of all, her mother never likes any of her friends, whether she knows
I
them
agree,
or
Your
not.
Honor. My mom,
Like-
I'm sorry, Your Honor, ever since I've been growing up, I've been feeling like my mom has
Can I
been a
stand by
hater.
him, please?
My mother always hated on me. I feel like she hates on my friends because before I used to always be in the house every day with my mom. We used to do mother-daughter stuff. Now once I started, you know, coming outside and getting friends that take me out the house, now it's every single time I bring, Your Honor, literally every single time I bring a friend to the house, oh, something's up with her. She does.
Why do you say this is happening?
If it was up to her, I wouldn't have no friends. I feel like she's hating because I don't be in the house with her no more.
It's mother instinct.
Okay, Miss Hammond.
Yes, Your Honor.
You are here and you're testifying in court today that nothing she's
Supposedly
saying is
friend.
true.
Nothing.
That is
all
not
true at all.
projecting.
It's
and-
all her making it up. She doesn't
making
even
it
know
up.
me.
I need you to put that on something.
Thank you, Miss Hammond.
You,
Miss
girl,
Miss
bye.
Johnson. Did you know your mom was coming today?
No, I didn't. And on his behalf.
I am on his behalf because you're wrong.
Because you're
So-
always
That girl is
hated on
wrong.
me. As I've said, she
I'm
hates.
an honest person.
All right, hold
She
on.
hates
Dukes
on me.
know I'm an honest person.
Thank you, Miss Johnson. I appreciate you being here today.
Your Honor, it's like
Thank
my
you.
mom
You can-
knows
you can
all
have a
this
seat.
stuff and seen all this stuff. Why has she never told me?
That's a
Because you
good
don't
question.
listen.
I think he just hate on my friends.
Before today, you're saying you've never had the opportunity to have a conversation with your daughter?
I try to, Your Honor, but she never listens. It's because I'm the mom, I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's mother's instinct.
But you said before today, she's never said this.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you,
she
Miss
will
Johnson.
probably try, but as I've said, every single time it comes to a friend, it's never anything positive. It's always something bad. Like, she doesn't want me to have friends. Just say that.
So here's where we are. You said that you're here today because it's been 3 years that you've been in their relationship.
Yes.
And his ego, according to you, has taken over.
Yes.
And you feel that he's making his videos more of a priority than the relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've also been surprised by the testimony from your own mother today. And you, on the other hand, you don't trust her. You think she's being sneaky because you think that her best friend is really somebody that she's having a relationship with.
We had another.
And for the record, your mother is over there shaking her head in agreement. So here's my advice. I don't know how else to describe this, but it's a hot mess. Now, the two of you obviously have some trust issues with each other, and at 24 years old, because this is the time in your life when you figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you, what you're willing to compromise on, what you're not willing to compromise on, whether you are ready to move forward in a relationship or stop and pivot whether something else is better for you. This is the time. That's what you use your 20s for, to figure out what exactly is it that you want in a relationship. And when you're not getting it, that's when you choose to make a different decision. Because I've heard things from both sides of the two of you. And at this point, he feels that he is achieving some level of success, so you can either get on the train, because it's gonna keep going, or you can get off. So the decision is really up to you at this point. I will say this, if you are not happy, because the person that you're with should be adding happiness to your life. If they are not, then you should know it is time for a change and time to do something different. Good luck to the both of you, because besides, the skits are great, but you live in the real world, so make a real world decision for your relationship.
A lot of stuff came out the can that I didn't know about. I thought coming here was gonna be able to resolve it, but it seems like he has more dirt that he's been doing that I never knew about. So at this point, I kind of just want my payment. I'm done with it far as now.
I get where she's coming from, but we gonna have personal talks so she can save it. Like she knowing, and you just feeling the way you feel. You going off emotions right now. That's what's going on. I love her, so hey.
He takes me as a joke. That's why we're here today. He takes me as a joke.
She not done.
$903.26.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
It's on some $900.
Like you knew, you straight came in here and lied. It's $903.26, and that's kind of all I want.